Monzo.
I have so many things stirring around in my spirit that I have to write to settle myself and find God's wisdom in the midst of chaos. I'm scared I won't be strong enough to face the things we might have to face in the coming weeks and months. But then I remember how much grace God gave us to walk out everything we've already faced. I've never felt completely overwhelmed, and I've never felt alone. So no matter what comes next, and I truly cannot even begin to guess how this will go, I know we will be carried. I want to shout out, look what God is about to do. Watch how he delivers Joel. And at the same time, I want to roll up in a silent ball and wait it out with fear and trembling, so aware of all my doubt, but yet convinced that my doubt is insignificant compared to God's faithfulness.
Guys, are you ready for bed?
Joel, lay down. Okay. Should we do a song?
Sure.
Okay, big boys, why don't you come in here and we'll sing the littles a lullaby.
I'm tired.
I know, it's bedtime. Ugh, okay. Elijah, lay down.
Babe, did you even check in his mouth?
Joel, no.
Joel has chicken stuffed in his cheeks from dinner.
Get it out, that is so disgusting.
Been in there for the last 2 hours. Okay, hold on, I'm trying. Joel, ouch! Stop.
Did he just bite you?
I think he just put too much in his mouth so he can't swallow.
He was just saving it for later, babe. Like he needed a midnight snack.
Hey, the little chipmunk.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
The bigger version.
A big version of a little chipmunk. Do you guys remember when he couldn't even eat any solids and because he couldn't swallow? Do you remember that from the surgery? How it hurt his ability to swallow, so we had to give him bottles?
Yeah, I remember one time he had pizza, so he chewed it all up and then spat it out everywhere.
It's so gross.
It was. I remember that. That was so gross. But he just wanted to try things so bad. He wanted to taste them. He wanted to be like you guys. She got to taste foods. He loved to eat, and I remember all I wanted was for him to be able to kind of eat like a normal kid and have normal things. I thought he'd never be able to swallow normal food, but then he did.
Now it's everything.
Everything. Like he eats pizza and pretzels and chicken.
And fingers. He tried
He's gonna eat his dad's fingers.
Ow, Joel!
Okay.
and penguins.
Well, okay.
Hurts.
Settle down. Come here. Let's sing a song. Okay. What should we sing, Isaac?
Let me go.
Okay.
'Cause I like it.
Yeah. Hey,
Look
you guys,
up.
I love to have fun
We're
with
trying
you.
to get the little
But at
stories to sleep.
bedtime, every time, Elijah, lay down. When you guys get real sleepy, then they try to get silly too. So instead, will we be calming? Will you kind of just help me sing to them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. When the sun is setting, we know. We've been through so much already. This is a new degree of tragedy, but it's not so much different from the struggle we've already been living. We pressed into God. We pressed into faith. We fought until we found peace. We stood in peace when our flesh wanted to strive more. We stood in peace when it started to feel like laziness or foolishness or both. We waited for God to direct us specifically in prayer because all the directions we had initiated had not panned out. We prayed for no nausea because that's what we felt in our spirits we were supposed to pray, even though we'd prayed it countless times before while Joel continued to vomit. We saw one small miracle and then another. We waited to pray specific things until we were given specific direction, and we saw bigger miracles. And yet, if you asked either of us if we were doing enough, trying hard enough, we would say no.
So, how long will we be in California?
I don't actually know. That's kind of why we're packing up everything. It's because if the trial works really well, then maybe we'll stay in California for a really long time. Like, as long as it keeps helping Joel, then we want to stay and do the best we can for him and stay there where he's getting help. But if the medicine starts to not work, as soon as it's not helping him, I promise we'll come back home.
Are we going to Disneyland?
Yeah, of course. What do you think, Caleb? You okay with leaving for so long?
I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of not. I mean, I think it'll be fun, but I just don't like missing school.
Oh, yeah.
You're the only 8-year-old to ever. That's amazing.
I hate to miss school, huh? But, like, why?
Well, I just hate having all that homework that I have to do.
Oh,
You-
you hate catching up from missing school.
Your teachers are going to send me homework, and we'll just try to do a little bit of it every day. So it won't be that bad, but there'll still be fun stuff we can
How
do.
many kids get to go and go on an adventure to California in the middle of school year? That's pretty cool.
I just love how this game is able to convey like real emotional pain.
As this long day draws to a close, I am tired, but not sleepy. My face is puffy from crying. I have a dry throat and dry hands, a slight headache, and a desire to write down absolutely everything. I want to describe the feeling of being entirely empty and entirely resolute. I want to explore how I can be deeply sad and incredibly hopeful at the same time. I want to talk about holding Joel's hand, walking down the hall wanting to soak in the moment, to memorize the feeling of having his hand and mine, to let it matter, and then hating that my thoughts swing to, because what if I can't hold his hand one day? And hating that thought, wishing I could just appreciate each second of Joel without that appreciation spilling into the pre-morning I refuse to do because I believe he will live. But instead of fighting the brief thoughts of mourning, choosing to fight instead that lie that says that those thoughts betray some doubt, some mistrust of God, when I know that those thoughts make me human. That God knows I am human. He doesn't make Joel's victory dependent on me never feeling unsure.
personally, I am a Christian, but I've never gone through something
I
this
won't let myself
deep.
hold anything back this time. I would rather feel disappointed and let God heal my heart than to feel like I did not push myself as far as I possibly could in faith for my son.
I've never had to go through some terrible, terrible tragedy like these people had to. And so I can only imagine what level of resolve it took.
Oh, her expectation is so maddening sometimes. You know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor? I seriously feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life. And I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents, supernatural miracles. I envy her.
Hop in bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Oh, can you at least tell us a story?
Sure.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the baby knight?
Yes, Joel the baby knight, but he's also Joel the very brave knight, and he was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Because of his tumor?
Oh, what? I throw spears?
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Whoa. Thought the trees were attacking me.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Take that. No double jumps? No? Okay.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
Oh,
So much fire, you guys.
oh, I can duck. Power slide. Oh. Huh. Oh, what? Let's try it again.
So, Joel has armor. Like
Yeah.
a sword and a shield and stuff? Ooh,
Put your
maybe a
hand.
spear?
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave Sir Joel, with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability, was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yeah, it's kind of like hope. You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off. And they can go home and they can put fragments alive. And the kingdom is safe.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest.
And throw spears into.
just when he thought that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him in the cave.
Get away from me, dragon. Oh, there is ground there. Look at that.
Well, that dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill dragons.
Take that.
Right.
But Joel
Can't kill the dragon.
Joel can throw spears.
God fights for
Wow.
Joel. So he fights that dragon cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Oh, I don't like this. Dodged. Oh, he's right close to me. Oh no, I died.
Well, what about Tim from church, Mom? He died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have grace?
Oh, come on, Tim.
Of course God fought for Tim too. Tim fought so well. He was so brave and so strong. God let him rest. It may have seemed like the dragon won because Tim died. Tim's in heaven, and that he's with God, and that God is so proud of him. So maybe for Tim, getting to be done fighting was grace.
Come on, Tim. Let's do this. Okay. Ow. Nope. Ow. Let's go, Tim. Nope. See ya, Tim. Can't go over there.
Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning.
Well, you're missing your oars! And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this! Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay.
Man.
I'm sure my expectation looks like denial. But seeing Joel dying does not make me any less certain that he will defeat. In some ways, I feel more certain. Not because the same doubts don't come to me, but because I know that they will not be entertained much longer. Because this chapter is almost finished, and we will have an ending one way or the other. So the doubts and fears that make me reaffirm that even if I'm wrong, this is where I stand, become less and less powerful. People's conciliatory words of comfort meant to reassure us and help us accept Joel's death don't sit well with me. They aren't offensive because I know the heart behind them is good, but they are weak words because it's so obvious to me that death is the given. I don't have to work to be ready for it or accept it. It is coming whether I would accept it or not. It has been coming slowly for so long. I don't have to work to understand that Joel is dying. It is obvious. Heaven is amazing. And so I'm not worried about death. It will come regardless of where I stand and wait. But now, death is circling close enough for redemption to finally feel closer. This is the part of the story where a daring rescue can thwart Death's intentions just in time, perhaps when it looks like it's already too late. I want to watch for that. I don't need to focus my eyes on Death, studying it in its slow progression. Its course is already clear. But there is a glory that is coming, and its journey to us is wild and quick and frightening, and I want to be watching for that glory. I want to stand trembling in awe before God and His power. Not sure that this thing that we've asked for is something we can quite manage, but trying anyway. Death is the given. But the life that is possible now for Joel, the miracle that could come now that death is so close, is something worth pursuing, worth risking everything to see with my own eyes.
So if you're watching this and you have not bought that Dragon Cancer yet, you need to. Like I said, calling this game a game is selling it short of what it really is. This is an experience. You need to experience what this is. You can find this on Steam. That Dragon, Cancer. It's $15. Give it a shot. You will not be disappointed. If you'd like to see more of what I do, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you later.